No reason to delay, it's time to play in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And while we get this match started, one more shout out to our Matcherino. See the total of it down there at the bottom of the screen. In the center, you can check it out with the command Matcherino. It'll show you a bunch of different ways that even without putting a penny of your own money in, you can add to the prize pool that these players are playing for. Give them a little extra motivation. Of course, if you do feel generous enough to put your own actual hard-earned money in, I mean, you absolutely can. Nothing's stopping you. But for those of you who may not have the easiest way to do so, plenty of ways to do it without having to spend a dime. There is the link in the chat. Thank you very much, Pumpy. As we get started, game number 1 of our final set of the night. Somalian having a little bit of traffic on the board, but get a rooftop burn there will clear things up. Both players taking scores. Alex T on an early lead. Tetris for Somalian up to 97k, 117 for Alex, about a 1 Tetris difference, 24 lines in here. 30 people hit the button. I'm guessing there's 30 codes left, Pumpy. But yeah, no, literally you just press a button and you can add money to the prize pool. Money that's not even yours. It's somebody else's. You get to spend other people's money. That's literally the best kind of money to spend, is somebody else's. So do it! Somalian at 166, Alex T at 232. Somalian's actually 6 lines back now at 188, so not a massive difference in score. How do I press it? You check out that link right there, matcherino.com/t/CTL_season17. The !Matcherino command in chat will take you right there. Take you to the website, press button, receive gratification. I see we're already up to... We've gained a little bit more in that prize pool. Every little bit adds up, and these players are playing for a good, healthy chunk of it. Let's see, the top 2 finishers in each division will get a piece of it. Obviously, first place going to take home the most. Somalian, bit of a hole in the stack right now, is at 261. 307 for Alex. Going to add another score, go to 330. Somalian, bit of a left well situation. Going to clear it out with a triple and a double. Song sounds like it came out of Golf with Your Friends. There we go. There's a good part. Ooh, good late Corian adjustment from Alex. 354 for Alex. 274 for Somalian. Looking for ways to burn this off as efficiently as possible. Gonna take a triple there. Get this stack back to a position where they can build it back up, but S's and Z's galore. Gonna make it a little awkward for a moment. Alex getting pretty high up, but gonna take a couple of skims here. That opens well in time for the bar, for the score. 405 for Alex. 305 for Somalian. 9 lines back at the moment, so has room to make up a bit of this deficit, but definitely not all of it. Alex with the true lead, approaching the 100 line mark. Humpy doing a great job explaining it in chat as well. If you log in with your Twitch account, there's a claim code button to hit. You just hit that. That's all you gotta do. And bloop, money happens into the prize pool. It's pretty neat. I like it. Alex T at the 100 line markers at 453,000. Somalian's at 357 at the 94 line mark. Back by a score or two, but not as bad as it could be. Bloop just added 20 cents, says Kingsman. We are over the 555 mark now. Very nice. Very nice. Somalian 384, Alex D 500. Bit of a line difference still to take into consideration. Now that both players are over the 100-line marker, Alex T actually 12 lines ahead at this point at 525. 3 Tetris' worth of points. The Somalian's still a couple scores behind in pace, but has plenty of runway to work with, so still lots of time left in this game. Penguin Panic, it's like a good Tetris thingy. Tetris is happening. Alex T transitioning at 597. Somalian takes a Tetris, still has a few left available. Is at 478. Alex, that line lead just going to grow now that they're playing on the higher speed. 628. Tetris into 20 at 653. Somalian takes a score, has room for one more, is at 524, so the transition score is only going to be separated by a couple of Tetrises. It just looks way more separated than it is. The line difference now at 21. Somalian trying to avoid burning into transition, but has to take the double. In there at 526. Tetris for Somalian to 551. Alex is at 740 on level 21. Somalian Tetris to 602 halfway through level 20. Congrats Tegamek on probably reaching 1900 elo once again. 628 for Somalian, 768 for Alex. That's 140,000 difference in the real-time score. The pace lead is one that's a little closer, but it's still pretty significant right now, and Somalian have to cover up the well once again. Gotta get that piece over to the left. Taking some skims. There's the bar for the Tetris. 662 for Somalian, 827 for Alex, who is absolutely cruising this game. Gonna try and make a real statement in game one. Game to get Tetris ready. Somalian takes the score to go to 690. Alex is at 890. Somalian now up to 718 with another score. Still in level 22, so not as far behind as it looks, but again, still playing from behind, even with the line difference. 925 for Alex now into level 25. Somalian is 722, still in level 23, but now has a couple holes in the stack and is waiting for a bar. Not a lot of burn options, and has to do some skimming here. Creates a bar dependency in the center of the stack. This stack is really getting troublesome for Somalian. And nothing coming to help. Somalian's going to be done at 726. Alex at 969 is good for game number 1. GG. One line left till transition. Whoop, there it is. There's the C for Alex. C. Congratulations, Burrito Dad, on taking the Elo lead back from Taco Mom, and may or may not have to sleep on the couch because of it. But priorities. And that'll be that. C56. That's an alright score. It's okay. It's pretty good, I guess. Doesn't quite make the top score list, but anyway, we got a ready from Captain. We got hover threes on both sides. We got a game 2 to play. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Trademark. Tetris is a registered trademark of the Tetris Company. All rights reserved. Oh my goodness gracious, I love Tiasu. This song is called Ratio. Somalian getting about 107,000 squares to start off game 2 here, and is a little bit high up as a result, and now would have loved an L. It, of course, didn't come, and some high up digging as a result to begin game 2 for Somalian, and God, that's a lot of squares. What the hell, Tetris? This is a frightful situation for Somalian, and it's not getting any better just yet. Ooh... I'm not sure how much more Somalian's gonna be able to do. That square doesn't make it left, and that's gonna be it at 13,000 points. Ow. My all of me. We got a ready from Captain. We got a hover 3 from Alex T, who's on a 2-0 lead looking to finish it off. Can Somalian bring the reverse sweep pipe? One way to find out. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It absolutely is, Penguin. That is... It's the 500 IQ strat of set up for your own reverse sweep. Off and running in Game 3 after an unfortunate Game 2. Tetris just decided that Somalian did not get to play the video game. Alex T, 5 clean to begin Game 3. And Somalian working their way through. Gonna hit a nifty little S-spin just for funsies. And a T-spin. You know, get some style points in there. Style points are extremely important. Alex on 8 clean. Fine at 102. Alex 182. 9 clean for Alex. But the board's starting to get a little bit... Okay, there's a line spin for the first burn after 9 straight. Now Alex having to take a couple more burns, but we'll get that Tetris. Somalian got a bar dependency on the left. Gonna fill it in. Good for a double. One more single and that well is open back up. 151 for Somalian. 253 for Alex T. In game number 3. Well, Somalian, another dicey situation high on the board. Get things to the sides for now. Somalian might have to attempt to pull a hydrant and come back from a massive lead as Alex is continuing to pour the points on right now. Step 1, though, gotta survive this dig. Almost out of it. That S-piece, very unhelpful. Good split double with the J. Meanwhile, Alex continuing to score with their 347 for Alex adding on the score 370. Somalian's at 168, so we are looking at, again, big score difference, though a bit of a line... Oh, well, now only a 2-line difference. 196, 370. Alex T trying to double up Somalian in Game 3. Somalian's going to take another Tetris, 219. Alex at 416. The lead creeping towards 200k. Little bits there for Alex. Trying to get some of his own style points. You know, they're important. Somalian's got things cleaned up and is now getting some scores. Up to 290. Alex is at 462 as the setup of bar dependency center of the stack. Bar comes a few pieces later. Pepper RNG at work, as you can see. I am looking to try and get back in this one. 413, add another score to go to... I'm sorry, 313 to 335 now. Alex T at 510. Setting up a dirty Tetris, row 4, column 7. Bingo cards out. Well open. Bar not coming. Finally does. Alex T is going to get that dirty Tetris. Finally at 381, at a score, got a 404. Now brought this game back to about 130,000, where it was 200,000 earlier. And Alex's board getting a little bit spicy here. Finally opening up a couple of good burn options. This dirty center well not really panning out. Another score for Somalian up to 449, now down by 100,000 points, where it had been 200,000 earlier. And transition approaching. Finally the dirty Tetris for Alex T, row 5, column 3, I think. Keep your bingo cards out. We're getting weird tonight. 452 for Somalian at a score, go to 475. Alex T is going to transition at 599. This lead has definitely been whittled down by a significant chunk. Still work to do, though. Alex, for a moment, looked like they might have cut off the left side, but a bunch of good burns will open it back up. Somalian, one line left till transition is at 499. Going to transition with a single 500,000. And now work on cutting away the rest of the lead that Alex has built. Tetris there for Somalian, 524. Down but not out. 659 for Alex at 150 lines, 137 lines. 526 for Somalian, fighting his way back in at 552. 107,000 points the difference. But a few lines in hand as well as another score takes Somalian to 577. Alex getting a little bit droughted at the top of the screen here. Having to take some burns, but gets that well opened back up just in time. Somalian with some greedy placements, taking a dirty triple, but gets that well back open. 585 for Somalian, 692 for Alex T. Another Tetris for Somalian, and another one to go to 639. Alex, that didn't burn. I wonder if he thought it would, but now more burning to do for Alex. And again, watching a lead start to trickle away. Somalian at 641 gets the well back open. Does have a bar dependency in the center of the stack. Gonna have to take a couple of skims here. Alex T digging up high. Somalian, another Tetris, goes to 673. Are we having flashbacks to last game? Alex finally has this well open back up with that single to go to 717, but Somalian is at 701, and behind in line still, looking to recreate the magic that Hydra had pulled off just last game. Another Tetris for Alex, trying to prevent it, is up to 778. Somalian takes a score, goes to 735, back by 11 lines, he's got the runway. Alex trying to get Tetris ready. Finally the piece comes for it. Very snappy skims, but double bar dependent is Alex waiting for pieces. Gotta be able to get something over to the left. Somalian, Tetris to go to 769, down by 19,000 points. Alex still struggling to get things to the left. Somalian, another Tetris, is going to take the lead at 801. Alex has finally got something over to the left, but still fighting just to work this stack down. Somalian with the lead after another massive deficit, up to 835 at level 25. Alex T is on 27, finally has things cleaned up, is at 835, down by 30,000 points, ahead by 12 lines, excuse me, I've lost count. Are we seeing history repeat itself? Alex in level 28 at 871. Somalian trying to get the stack cleaned up is at 874. Center well Tetris for Alex up to 906. Somalian takes one, go to 27, 908, gets another one, go to 941. Ahead by 35,000 points. Alex T is setting up for a center well. Is looking to possibly go huge in post. Might have to at this rate. Somalian's at 941. Alex is at 941. Another Tetris Somalian at 28 at 976. Alex T, center well Tetris at 29, gonna go to 979. Playing on the kill screen. Got to keep scoring. Somalian, another score, max out A11. Alex can't get anything over to the left and doesn't come, 983. And Somalian at A49 into the kill screen is completed in a comeback of his own. Did I miss a ready from Somalian? Ah, there it is. All right, got it. Cool. And a hover 3 as well. We got a game 4 to play. Alex T up 2-1, but has that game shifted the momentum into Somalian's favor? One way to find out. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Octagon ×2. This is the final match of the evening for Div 1 in the Classic Tetris League. But you've come in at quite an exciting time, considering what we've seen here. And it makes you wonder what has to be going through Alex's head at this point. Multiple games of 200,000 point leads, just to see his opponent come back both times. Of course, the goal is going to be to not let that shake him, but also the goal has got to be to get through this game. Alex has a bit of push down points. 52k, Somalian 91. Get going in game number 4. And I get a few moments to rest my voice for at least a few seconds here. If you like what you've been seeing, folks, this would be a fantastic time to check out the Matcherino. And exclamation Matcherino in the chat. You can pitch in to the prize fund that these players and more are playing for with the click of a button and not a dime of your own money. $141 for Somalian, $123 for Alex, who's a bit high. Gonna take a single, then get the Tetris. 146 to 164. The score for Alex, line lead of just a few. Somalian ahead by about 17k here as we get through about 45 lines on each side of the screen. Olive Lucas pulling up some sports memery. Alex T high up once again, looking for good winner options. Finally, the bar comes for the score. Alex goes to 223. Somalian on 237, a few lines back, as Alex gets another Tetris to be able to breathe and not be playing on row like 19. You know, as one does. About a 1-score lead for Somalian, continuing to hold strong. Actually, it could be a little bit more, considering the line difference. 329, 293, and a 3-line difference now. About a Tetris and a half lead. And the Somalian growing that lead a little bit. 319, 375. Alex waiting on a board. It's taking its time showing up. There it is. There's a score. 347 for Alex. Add another one. Go to 370. Somalian's on 376 and 11 lines back. So a significant pace advantage for Somalian at this point. But still plenty of Tetris to be played. Both these players obviously capable of running it deep. He's seen the speed that they can pull off. Nothing out of the question. Alex T working on uncovering the well. Gonna get it open with that bar as Somalian takes another Tetris. Alex is gonna fire one back. 422 for Alex. 474 for Somalian with the cleaner board. More Tetrises flying in as transition begins to approach. 499 for Somalian, 470 for Alex, who is ahead by 10 lines as well. Is only going to make that difference heavier. Now this score for Somalian, 523 now at 111 lines. And another Tetris go to 546. Alex is at 515. Behind in score and ahead by 8 lines. That'll be a yikes for me. But we know Alex's ability to play aggressive on the 19 speeds. We've seen what Alex is capable of. We've seen 1.2s already tonight. Somalian with another Tetris. Gonna go to 592. Alex is at 540 with 1 line left till transition. And a transition up high at 542. Work to do. Another Tetris for Somalian. 615 with 1 more available. As Alex T gets going on the 19 speeds, gonna have to play it a little aggressively. And again, that's the Alex T way. Looking to take advantage of that here. Somalian gonna go into transition at 639, holding the stack that's immediately fixed in. Here we go! Game number 4 to transition. Alex T finally getting a bar for the Tetris. Left-hand side got a little wonky. Got a hole in column 3 that's going to need to be addressed. Somalian at 650. Alex at 656, but ahead by 15 lines. As Somalian takes a Tetris, goes to 676. Alex T playing off row 2, going to take a score, go to 683. Looking to put the pressure on. Another score there. A single would be a great well transfer. There it is. 712 for Alex T. 703 for Somalian. Behind by 15 lines. Meaning a massive amount of runway for the captain to work with. Left side could be a little bit blocked off. Gonna lower the stack down, but wow, that series of T-pieces is incredibly unhelpful for Somalian. It could be Somalian's turn to dig for a little bit. Alex T's opportunity to take care of that pace difference. But now Somalian, well, is built up for that dirty Tetris. Bar didn't come quite in time. Built up for another one now. Playing a little bit more aggro. Gotta get that score. Got a 766. Alex T, 781. We're neck and neck once again, but Somalian again is behind by over 10 lines. Over a full level's worth of lines difference between the two. So as Alex T pours on these Tetrises and increases the real-time difference. Oh no! Somalian with a misdrop in the top of the screen. Work to do! Work to do! But nothing's gonna get through! Somalian's gonna be done at 771, and Alex T is gonna hang on to take game 4 and finish this set off. GG. Herculean efforts on both sides of the board. Ugh. Alex T getting set up for that center wall Tetris into 29 at A95. Very solid. We'll let Alex finish this game off. which appears to be right about now. Folks, it's been fun. I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out and watching and generally having yourselves a good time. I've been Ian Keith. I will get these reported ASAP. We are going